Hi, we're Animal Naturalists. We're a group that hikes, bikes, swims, and climbs all across the country in our RV. We see amazing plants and animals in their habitat. Today, we're not going to learn about animals today. Today we're learning about the rainforest. We're in Washington, which is the most northwest state in the United States. Most people think it's cold, but it's actually really beautiful with lots of rainforests all around. History of this rainforest was that millions of years ago, glaciers carved out a valley where it was perfect climate for trees and ferns and things like that. Also, a lot of rain comes here, almost a foot a month. So, Aurora, should we start exploring?
Yeah. As we are walking this trail, we see a lot of sword ferns. As you see, the pinnae is very serrated, and under it are some seeds, and they are the most abundant fern on the nature trails here in Quinault.
This is a Bracken Fern. It's one of the most widespread ferns worldwide. Another interesting thing about this fern is it's deciduous, which means that it turns in the fall. So as you see here, there's some brown here, and then there's some green over here that hasn't turned yet. This is also one of the biggest ferns. As you can see, it just grows out, and it's huge. As you can see, it trails back to back there.
Hi, we found a deer fern. We can identify these ferns because of the two fronds. This is the fertile frond. You can see because it's taller of the two fronds. It has thinner leaves, and it grows almost straight out of the ground, while the evergreen sterile fronds have much thicker leaves and branch out. This is very important to the elk and deer in the winter because they eat this. That's why it's called a deer fern.
Hi, we found these baby big leaf maple trees. As you can see, these leaves are huge. They can range from 5 to 12 inches, and you can see it's pretty big. These trees, these leaves will turn yellow before dropping in the fall, as you can see. Maybe. As they grow up, they'll also host something called lichen, which is like a moss that will grow on them. They won't draw moisture from. Oh, actually, I think there's a little down there, but it won't draw it won't draw nutrients from the tree. It'll draw it from the air. So lichen actually helps the tree because it doesn't suck nutrients from the tree. It sucks it from the air, and it also covers it when it'll cover some lower branches really well. The tree will actually form roots on this instead of just forming it in the ground.
Hi, we think this fern is maidenhair fern because of its shiny black stalk, and it's nice and smooth on one side, but very rough on the other. Another way to recognize it is it gets very thin and bigger then smaller and smaller again until the leaves stop. And that's how we know it's maidenhair.
world record spruce tree. Spruce only grows on the northern coast of the United States and Canada. It is a super strong tree and it has the best strength to weight ratio. This tree is about 1,000 years old. As you can see, it's super tall. You can identify it by its needles that are about 2 to 3 inches wide, and its thin papery cones.
Me, this reminds me of the redwoods. That was my favorite place.
Oh, and another fun fact about these, they because they have one of the best strength to weight ratios, they were used as airplane frames in World War I, which is proof of just how strong these trees really are. Here we are in Merriman Falls. This is a great conclusion to our episode. We hope you liked it. We learned a lot here. Aurora, would you like to comment?
No comment.
Actually, wait.
We got a junior ranger here.
It was really cool. It was made out of wood. So it turns out the Olympic National Park has actually nothing to do with the Olympic Games, which was a little disappointing, but still cool.
Yeah, why it was named Olympic was because of Mount Olympus, which is the tallest mountain up here.
Bye!
I promise to preserve and protect the plants, animals, and history of Olympic National Park.
Olympic National Park.
And